What's up, friends and families? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, for those who know me, and for those who want to get to know me, I am Sashanda, and this is my YouTube channel. But today, I'll be talking to you about my work and travel process and how it has been for me. Yes, so this is your guide. If you choose to go work or travel for the next year, you could watch this video, save it, and use the tips that I give you in this video, and share it with a friend when you go on work and travel, because even if they applied already, this may still come in handy. There might be some things that they did not know before that they will know now, right? So yeah. Okay, so let me start off by saying that I'm in my second year of college, and this is my first time going to work and travel program, first time traveling overall. Yeah, so you can imagine the amount of anxiety and nervousness that I went through, but I'm all in the clear now, thanks be to God. All of the stress and anxiety problems that I was having, it's over. All right, first and foremost, I started applying to the agency Steep. I use Steep. Yeah, I use Steep. And there are a lot of other agencies such as SWAT. Is it IRSS? A lot of different agencies. A new upcoming one also. But I chose Steep. I did my research. And after doing my research, I realized that a lot of persons who I did not know who were going on the work and travel are actually using Steep. And I was like, yay, so I don't have company. So if you realize what I just said, no, I did my own research and found out afterwards that persons are going on the same program. So you're going to spend all your money. You need to decide for yourself which program you want to choose. So yes, it'll be good to have a friend with you, which now I have, and I did not know that one of my friends was going on the same program that I was at the start, but eventually God worked things out, and yeah, I have a friend going on the program with me. So do your own research and don't be influenced by others, because at the end of the day, you'll be spending your own money, and it's a lot of money. So I chose the agency Steep. I applied in late October or early November. Yes, that's when I applied, and that's the best stage, the best time for you to apply. And best believe a lot of persons are applying in that time, because when you apply from around November, by January start, you're supposed to do an interview with the person from your job, But let me not jump into that as yet. So when I applied to the agency, they gave me a bunch of papers to read and sign. Like, I'm talking a lot of papers. And if you don't read fine print in your life, you have to read these fine prints, because you don't know what you're signing to. When I read through, I was realizing that the insurance section, I was reading through, and I was like, okay, if not number to me, and if I'm my own, all of them taught me there, you have to read, because you're going into a new country. Sometimes you may be going to a state where there are no family members or friends that you have there, and you're on your own. So this work and travel program really helps you to transition into that adult kind of state of mind. So you have to read through all your papers and you sign them. And for my agency, the registration fee was, I think it was 2,500 Jamaican dollars. I'm not remembering, 2,500. Then let's move on to the program fee. I promise I won't make this video that long. So my agency's program fee is 1,650 US dollars. You heard me. 1,650 US dollars, and 500 US out of that money is your commitment fee, which is non-refundable, meaning no matter what takes place, you're not gonna get it back. You don't get a visa and get for go on the work and travel program, you might get back some of that money, but the 500 dollars, you not get it back. And they stated that in their terms and conditions and all these things. So that's why you should read through everything. Yeah, so 1,650 US. You're able to pay that amount in sections, but you just have to ensure that you paid all of it before it reaches the time for you to do your visa interview. Yes, so you have to pay all of that money there before it reaches the time for you to do a visa interview. So what I did, I just paid my commitment fee and maybe like 200 out of the remaining money, and I waited until I got a job listing, and I finally got a job listing. I think it was, if it's not the first part of December, then it's in January. I'm not remembering properly right now. So when you get your job listing, just know that there are probably hundreds of other students who got the same job listing as you, and some of those job positions are only one of them. They're only one of them. So when you look on the list, a lot of persons are looking at the list and choosing the jobs also. So you have to be very quick. So what I did, and what I will encourage you to do when you get the job listing, the first thing you have to look upon, the first thing you have to look at is the pay. What is the salary? How much is it paying? Is it a tipped position? Is it not a tipped position? You look at that section first, because that's what matters. So when you scroll down, look on what your job pay, then you scroll back up and look at the state and the position, and you see if you can manage it. If you can't manage it, the job requires too much, then you are skip to the next one, because remember, there are other persons choosing. You give your job, miss a job with enough salary for pay. I saw a job that was paying really good. It was like $16.50. When I scrolled back up, I saw that it was a prep cook. I'm not a person who's versatile in the kitchen, and I looked at the requirements and everything, and I was like, oh no, that's too much. The money was good, yes, but it doesn't make any sense you take a job that you know you won't be able to perform efficiently or effectively. So I did not take that job. But the thing is though, even though I was like not at the job here, I did actually select the job also. I selected the job, and when I select the job, it shows that it's available, right? But yes, it never did go through. So I was like, what is happening? Is my internet glitching? Turns out that while I selected the job, other person selected the job the same time as me, but fast and the furious, I just wasn't quick enough. So those things happen. So yeah, I had to hurry and look through the list and select another job, because that's all I could do. After you selected your job, you wait for like maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then you will get an email, because it's more likely it will be through email. So you get an email saying how your interview will be with your host company representative. You may go face to face, as in go to the agency, and they might have a Skype set up where you just go in and talk to the person, but you'll be in there by yourself with the person on the laptop. That's what I did. Or I heard there's in some cases where persons speak to the person face to face, as in they flew over to Jamaica. So there are different mediums by which. So I did my job interview, and bear in mind, you will have my agency used the Intrax account, my Intrax, right? So that's my sponsor, Intrax, and I can go on this account, see my information. The school, I go to my name, my passport size picture, the job position that I applied for, and you will see under the match stage heading that it says applied. You are not in a safe zone with that job until you see confirmed, and that just goes to show that you get the job, it's yours, and if they should take the job away from you, it must be because of some sort of reason. So every day after I do the interview, I check for see if the applied I got changed to confirm. It did. I got the job, and I'm so lucky that it took my one time selecting one job for me to actually get it and not having to do another interview. I've heard of persons who applied for job, did interview, the Intrax account says applied, and when you look it says withdrawn or something like that. Because here's the tricky part: even though you may select a job, right, you beat somebody, select a job and it's yours and it's applied, the host company has all right to take the position from you and give it to somebody else if they feel as if somebody else is more fitting for that position. It happens. And when they take that position from you and there are no job listings coming out soon enough for you to choose your next job, then you have to wait until the agency gets new jobs listing from various sponsors, and then you select again. So it goes like that. Can you imagine you pay so much money and all this problem? But that's how it is. So as I said, I use the Intrax sponsorship. Other persons use GA Vision. Not aware of the other ones right now. So yeah, you did your interview with the person, your applied stage, your match stage, change from applied to confirm. Then all you have to do is try to get your transcript from your school on time, and that is the biggest fight. Because why? Sometimes your grades come out late, and you need that. The grades come out late, and my school takes about 7 days for the transcript to be ready. I think maritime takes 12 to 14 days. I'm not sure, but more than 7. So colleges take different different amount of days, and my school takes 7. So they take long to put out these grades, and then they have to wait an additional week and odd for them actually finalize a transcript, and you have to be paying for this. So all these other things cost money. Passport size picture, your transcript, the form that you have to take to your school from your sponsorship for your school to fill out your information to show that you are actually going to the school, and your program lasts for 4 years, and you just join the school for 1 year, just go up and work and travel out of one semester, because people do that, which is why they now require that the school shows that, okay, this student is in a 4-year full-time program. I'm not sure if they do it for part-time, but I'm sure of the full-time, right? And the school just getting the information and da. So my biggest fight was the transcript, because you want to get your transcript on time, and at the same time you say dates to come out for the embassy. But here's the tricky part: you don't want to select an embassy interview date and your transcript not ready for your career video, because you're gonna need it. So that was the trickiest part, the most trickiest part for me. That was the trickiest part, the most trickiest part for me. So thankfully, my transcript was ready on time. I was able to get the embassy interview date, collect my DS, my work permit, insurance, confirmation page, all these different documents. I needed them for my visa interview. All in all, my process was a bit, I would say it was fairly good. There are very few persons I heard visas be denied to, and it could be because they went way ahead of time before the program started overseas, and you're only allotted I don't want to say 1 week. I'm not remembering if it's 1 week or 5 days, but you're allotted some amount of time to go overseas before your work date actually starts, right? To get to know your surroundings, start out and look at things, you know, social security, So persons do that, but yeah, persons still not get a job. There are persons who are now doing their interview dates, and I just hope everyone gets through, because at the end of the day, you're paying a lot of money, and I am going to outline the costs for you. So my application form with my agency was 2,500 Jamaican dollars. Then my program fee in total was 1,650 US dollars. Yes, you heard me correctly, 1,650 US dollars. My visa application money was 29,840 Jamaican dollars. Yep. Then I had to have my ticket money, and my ticket was roughly $400. I have to have at least $1,000 to bring with me. They recommend that you at least have $1,000, because most jobs don't pay until your 2nd week of being there. You need money for food, transportation, sorting out your SIM card, all of the things. Yeah, and you have to have your security deposit. Long story short, apply from in November at least, if you can. But if you cannot, that's okay. We all have different challenges, So yeah, because the earlier the better. And persons may say, wait until January, better jobs out January. January is when all those persons who weren't able to find all the feedback, them are just basically decided to start late, are now coming in. That's a rush. So you find out persons who, even though in May, today's May 1st, they have not gotten a job listing, I've not gotten a visa interview date, when persons like me are now in the preparation phase of leaving. Persons have actually reached already from last week. So you want to start early, so you get through early, because you want to be able to spend as much months as you possibly can working. So all the best, guys, for those who are going on the work and travel program. I have a whole other video for the visa interview actual day, but don't worry about that. You should be okay. Just know that you need to have a GPA at least above 2.0. Leave a thumbs up on this video. Share this video to somebody who is thinking about going on the work and travel process next year, and comment please, and subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate all the feedback. I find this place is really relaxing. therapeutic kind of thing. Even though I'm talking to myself, but it feels so nice. I feel so nice within myself being able to do this. And I hope you guys learned or gained some sort of insight based on my process. So thank you for watching my video and have a good month of May. I hope it will be very prosperous and very fruitful and happy and healthy. And yeah, just all the best to you. Bye.